before we get into this video, we want to thank everybody for watching our pregnancy announcement video. We put work into it. We wanted to do something a little more unique and something that kind of encompassed our personalities. So we want to apologize that we don't have an epic video for the gender reveal, but we wanted you guys to get to know us a little bit better, so we're putting this together.
I think it was only like a month after I graduated high school, and I was dating his best friend at the time. It
was kind of a weird situation. I was sitting at home, I wasn't really doing much, and my friend said, hey, let's go out, you know, we'll go on a double date. I was like, sweet. So he told me a little bit about Tristan and that she had a friend for her. And it turns out that she had to scramble to find a friend because, I don't know, it was kind of last minute. But I remember the first time I saw Tristan, she answered the door and I saw her and I thought, wow, like she was beautiful. And I thought it was my date. Turns out it wasn't my date.
And asked if I had a girl that I could bring for a double date. So I brought one of my friends and we went on double dates like every day because it was summer for like a month, I swear. And we started hanging out as like the double date with all four of us. And then one of the dates, both of our dates kind of ditched us, so we just happened to end up alone, and we decided to just keep hanging out anyway. So that was kind of the start of that.
We started hanging out a lot. You know, we liked the same bands, we liked the same type of music. We loved music, and she wanted to work in the music industry, and I wanted to be a musician. So we started hanging out, and I was very aggressive in my intentions. I wanted to be together, I wanted to be exclusive, and she had other plans. He
asked me out a bunch of times. I kept saying no because I wasn't sure what I was going to do that fall for college. I didn't know if I was going to go off somewhere or stay home or what was happening. So I kept turning him down. And then finally on August 2nd, 2008 was the day we started officially dating. It was the first day we told each other we loved each other. So then we were dating for almost 3 years, and he wasn't proposing, so I finally told him if he didn't propose by the end of the year, I was going to leave him.
And I was dragging my feet, and every woman knows what the end game is. They want to get married, and I was dragging my feet, kind of being a putz. And I remember we were sitting at family dinner, and Tristan turned to me and said, you know, you have to propose to me by the end of the year or else I'm out. And it was funny because my mom turned to her and agreed with her, so I felt like I was immediately thrown under the bus, and I got, you know, I did the usual, get dad's approval, and then because mom can't keep secrets, mom found out on my way to pick Tristan up. So picked Tristan up, went to a spot where we had one of our first dates, solo, like our real dates, and proposed to her.
We got married in June 10th of 2011. And then we finally got married.
So June 10th, 2011, Tristan and I got married. Awesome day. I cried like a baby. She looked beautiful. We went on our honeymoon. Had a great time. Did married people things. What? Like dance and stuff. So in July of 2014, we decided that we wanted to grow our family. We had a dog. The natural thing is to have kids. So we actively started preparing for growth.
And we ended up getting pregnant in January of 2015. And we actually ended up losing that baby in March. So I think I was right about 10 weeks along, maybe about 10 weeks along.
We went in for an ultrasound. Tristan was a little worried. And we went in, got an ultrasound. It turns out that there was an issue with the baby, and the baby stopped developing. So we had lost our first child, and I just remember how devastated we were.
So that was, you know, a really hard hard experience to go through. And, you know, luckily we were able to grow as a family because of it. We worked through it, and, you know, I feel like me and Nelson gained a stronger bond, you know, going through that grieving process together. And my sister Shailene, a lot of you probably know her from her vlogs, but her and her husband have struggled with infertility and had a couple failed adoptions. And of course I always felt for her, I always hurt for her, but I never fully understood what she went through. And going through this miscarriage, I think really helped me and her bond. Of course, we still don't know exactly what each other went through. It's a different experience, but it is similar. So I think that me and her were able to bond a lot through that experience. And so, you know, you always have to look on the bright side and try and find the positive in the trials you go through. And I feel like that was definitely a positive to that trial, was the bond I was able to grow with my family.
We have family members who've gone through losses that we'll never comprehend, but we had a feeling of kind of unity. All of our family came together, and we were helped. You know, they helped us a lot. We got through it, and we actually bonded more as a couple. So we were very close, and we were friends from the beginning. And I guess we learned more about ourselves, what our limits were, and what we could personally go through. So that was it's not a experience I ever want to relive, but it was something that helped me understand how strong my wife is.
So I'm now about 16 weeks along. Because of the miscarriage in the past, they wanted to do ultrasound right away. And we've actually had a couple. We've had 4 ultrasounds so far.
3 or 4?
3 or 4. So that's been a really neat experience. You know, we've been able to watch the baby grow from just a tiny little peanut into, you know, an actual baby. We had our last ultrasound just 2 days ago. And it's such a neat experience. We've had ultrasounds almost every about 2 or 3 weeks. So we've been able to watch the baby grow, and it's been such a wonderful experience being able to see that process. And of course, on this last ultrasound, we were able to find out the gender of the baby, finally.
And that's where we are today. So everything's going great. Tristan's feeling sick. I'm trying to take care of her as much as I can. We did our pregnancy announcement video. And now we'll show you our video for our gender reveal.